Today's documentary, Vanished Without a Trace, the SS Poet Mystery. The Atlantic Ocean, October 1980. A ship named the SS Poet, with 34 souls aboard, sails into perfect silence. No mayday call, no debris, no trace. It is as if the sea opened up and swallowed them whole. This is not a tale from the age of sail, but from the modern era of radar and radio. How does a 13,000-ton vessel, equipped with every contemporary safety device, simply disappear? The mystery begins not with a storm, but with a stillness that has haunted families and defied experts for over 4 decades. We start in the chill of an October morning, the 24th, to be precise. The SS Poet, a bulk carrier stretching 522 feet from bow to stern, casts off from the piers of Philadelphia. Its destination, Port Said, Egypt, a journey of over 5,000 nautical miles. The cargo holds are filled with 13,500 tons of crushed corn. The crew, 34 men under the command of Captain George E. Papa, are seasoned mariners. Many are from the Philadelphia area, like Chief Engineer John Lavelle, a father of 3, and able seaman Robert G. Gressack, who had just celebrated his birthday. The ship itself, though built in 1944 as the USS Simmons Victory, a naval troop transport, had been converted and was considered robust. It had survived World War II. The last known communication is routine. On October 25th, the Poet reports its position via radio, approximately 200 miles northeast of Bermuda. The weather report indicates nothing extraordinary, some swells, but nothing a ship of this size couldn't handle. Then, nothing. Silence. The next scheduled check-in passes without a word. At first, no alarm is raised. Ships can be delayed. But by October 28th, when the Poet fails to arrive at a waypoint, concern turns to dread. The owner, the Hawaiian Eugenia Corporation, alerts the United States Coast Guard. A modern merchant ship with lifeboats, rafts, and APIRB emergency beacons has vanished without a single distress signal. The Coast Guard launches one of the largest and most expensive search operations in its history. It is an immense grid of hope and technology stretched across the cold Atlantic. Aircraft from Elizabeth City, North Carolina, and cutters like the Vigilant and the Dauntless scour an area of 290,000 square miles, an expanse larger than Texas. They fly low over waves, their radars piercing the water's surface, looking for any sign, a life jacket, an oil slick, a speck of wreckage. Day after day, they find nothing. Not a single piece of wood, not a floating crate, not a flare canister. The search lasts for weeks, but the Atlantic yields only its vast, empty horizon. The official report will later state, no evidence of the vessel's whereabouts was ever found. The Poet has become a phantom. For the families left ashore, the silence is louder than any storm. In ports like Philadelphia and in towns across America, wives, children, parents are plunged into a nightmare of uncertainty. Mary Papa, Captain Papa's wife, waits by the phone, believing for days that her husband will call. She tells reporters he was a careful man. He wouldn't just disappear. The Lavelle family, with 3 young daughters, clings to hope as the search drags on, but hope curdles into anguish. The Coast Guard holds briefings, but they have no answers. The lack of debris is particularly baffling. Even if the ship sank rapidly, something should have surfaced. Life rafts are designed to automatically inflate, and the corn cargo would have floated. But the ocean gives up nothing. The families are left with a void, a grief without a body, a loss without closure. As the initial search winds down, theories begin to swirl, each more chilling than the last. The first is sudden catastrophic structural failure. The Poet, though modern, was an older vessel, a Victory ship designed from the war years. Had fatigue cracks developed in its hull? Could the weight of the corn, shifting in heavy seas, have caused a catastrophic capsize? Then, piracy emerges as a dark possibility. The year is 1980, and maritime piracy, though rare in the Atlantic, is not unheard of. Enter the rogue wave, a wall of water that can reach heights of 100 feet, a monster that appears and disappears with little warning. Oceanographers confirm that the North Atlantic, especially in autumn, is a breeding ground for such freak waves. A single rogue wave could have struck the Poet broadside, breaking its back in an instant, giving the crew no time to send a distress signal. Decades pass. The 1980s become the 1990s, then the 2000s. The families of the poet's crew refuse to let the mystery die. We meet Denise Lavelle, John Lavelle's daughter, who was just a girl when her father vanished. She speaks of growing up with a ghost, of the emptiness at graduations and weddings. There's no grave to visit, she says. The legacy of the SS Poet is a haunting reminder of the ocean's enduring power. Despite satellites, GPS, and global monitoring, the sea can still erase a ship and 34 lives without a trace. In recent years, deep-sea exploration technology has advanced. Sonar mapping and autonomous underwater vehicles have discovered wrecks like the Titanic. For the families, the dream of closure persists. They imagine a sonar image revealing the poet's resting place, giving them a focal point for their grief. The SS Poet may have vanished, but the quest for answers, driven by love and memory, sails on. In the end, this documentary is a tribute to them and to the enduring human spirit that refuses to accept darkness without a fight. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, please subscribe to our channel. We bring you fascinating documentaries on history, science, civilizations, mysteries, and the untold stories that shaped our world. Hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you never miss a new release. See you in the next one.